I know you invented a planner. Why are planners great? And I had a daughter who my son was fine using a planner. It was really helpful to him. And neither of them struggled. They were not neurodivergent, so it was not so hard. But my daughter absolutely resisted the planner. I don't want to be locked into that. I feel oppressed by the planner. So if you have a kid why are they good? And if you have a kid who resists them, do you have any tips about that?
Yeah, I do. So I need to say just so that everybody is clear. Um, obviously I developed a series of academic planners 12 years ago under a company, under Order Out of Chaos's brand name. I no longer own it, and I want to make that clear. So I'm not here to sell you anything. I just need to say that because I've
Yeah.
had planner conversations, and sometimes people are like, okay, she's just here to sell. I'm not. I don't own it. I sold it. I sold that company back in January. But that does not mean that I do not believe in academic planners for students, obviously. So here's a little fun fact. I actually developed it because, and I keep my party line. I could not find a way to teach kids time, to show them their time. That's where that whole philosophy of if you can't see it, you can't manage it. And there was not a planner on the market anywhere that actually allowed kids to see their time. Now, I'm not going to go through what our planner looks like, but it's won 10 national awards, and I just think it's the best of the best. I don't own it anymore, so I can actually say that. But that was the crux of it for me. It was kids need to see time. They need to marry their tasks, or in other words, and this is not just for students, this is for adults too. You need to marry your tasks, your appointments, whatever homework you have, right? I'm sorry, your homework and your tasks with your appointments, your time. And so those planners that have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on one side and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're just garbage. Sorry, can I say that? Well, I
Yes.
just did. So they're garbage.
They don't work. I think what
They
you're
don't
saying,
work.
you believe
All right,
those
I'm
don't
a little
help.
tough. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. They don't work, but that's who I am. I'm sorry. You like me or you don't. But they are garbage because the problem is they don't show your kids what else is going to get in their way, where they have the time to do it. It goes back to that question. It's not about what you have to do. Those planners are just glorified to-do lists. It's not about what you have to do. It's when do you have the time to do it? How are you going to plan your time? What else do you have? How are you going to see it? And that great question, what else is going to get in your way? And an academic planner allows you to see it holistically.
Okay.
It just does.
So,
Now, for the kid
okay.
that doesn't want to use a planner,
Yeah.
and this is from a woman that, has sold hundreds of thousands of planners for the last 12 years. You don't force them. You just don't. I am a firm believer that kids need to find the tools to work for them. And if you've ever read my book, I worked with a student once who walked around for an entire year writing his assignments on paper towels, on a roll of paper towels. Here's my philosophy. You can't move a kid from A to Z. So if you have a kid that doesn't want to do anything, you're never going to get them to write in a planner. And writing in a planner, remember this, is 2 steps. It's writing something down and writing it in a planner. So tap into what is working already. Maybe your kid writes on sticky notes. Maybe they carry index cards. Maybe they're shooting screenshots. Start there. Start with something they are already doing and move them slowly that way. Do not go to Z if they're only at A. Listen, we coach millions of kids. I developed an academic planner. Not every student uses it, and we're okay with that.